Hello and welcome back to another Dune Awakening video. Today we're gonna take a look, or rather talk about, my grinding journey, but more importantly, the end game so far with the new update, not the new season. New season is coming in next week, and oh boy, it is interesting for the update. But more importantly, is that I've grind enough, right? I am getting sick and tired of the sand. I hate sand. Alright, but more importantly in the deep desert, because deep desert, I believe we still need some purpose rather than grinding for spice melange and tier 6 materials. At least give me a random quest. That's the only thing I can think about, right? At least a random weekly quest where it gives you like at least some good stuff. Because the PvE, okay, not say PvE, is just lack of purpose. You know what? I'm just gonna say it's just lack of purpose. Alright, but more importantly, this video will serve as a milestone journey for me by playing the game casually, right? As chill as I can. Probably, actually, no, for the past not few weeks, for the past week, especially this week and last week, I barely have a regular play session for Dune Awakening. Number one, because I'm not saying getting ready, but playing other games as well. But more importantly is just trying out other games. Yep. And take a slight little break from Dune Awakening. Yes, not a thing that lots of people like to hear, but once you played about 100 plus hours, taking a short break and wait for the new update is always recommended, right? Personally, I will recommend if you played more than 100 hours, right? Just take a short break, play other games, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. With that being said, so I'm done. I'm done. I don't need tier 6. Alright, so one small little PSA is that I have close to. There's only one or two tier 6 item that I have for. There's only one or two tier 6 items other than, of course, the refineries, right? Unfortunately, large oil refinery, large spice refinery requires tier 6 item. But other than that, the only equipment I have at the moment that is tier 6 is only my buggy cutter Mark 6. That's it. Yeah, because I need that guy to do some mining in the PvE area for titanium ore and Stradivarium fiber, right? It's ever since, actually no, I only created that item, or rather that equipment, ever since they introduced the PvE resource node for the titanium ore and the Stradivarium fiber. Yeah, if not, I wouldn't be bothered. Truth to be told, you know what? I wouldn't be bothered to create the Cutter Mark 6 for the buggy because it's just too expensive. Yeah. The spice in general, I would say the moment you get your first 500 spice, you just need to collect enough materials to build your first or a large spice refinery in the deep desert, and the rest is just very, very relaxing. Yeah, in fact, actually, I would dare say if you are not bothered with the deep desert, you can get away with just a medium spice refinery. You don't need a large. The large is mainly as a goalpost, right? And it's actually a very nice goalpost, but the amount of hours needed to farm, yeah, it's just crazy. It's just crazy, right? The one that actually gets you the most is the plastinium ingot. That material, or rather that resources, really, really tests your patience. It took me about 2 to 3 weeks of casual playing, not hardcore playing. I think hardcore playing probably can get it done by a week or two, and especially if you're in a guild. I'm playing it solo, so the milestone I have is like I think 2 weeks ago I managed to get the large spice refinery, but now I managed to farm enough to have, yeah, the large spice refinery and large ore refinery in the deep desert, and that's it. I think that's the end of it. I will probably slowly will work my way for a sand crawler, and the carry-all ornithopter, and that's about it. Currently, there's no rush building these two items because one of it requires a large spice field, if not medium spice field, to be useful or to justify the cost. And the carry-all is just currently useless if you don't have a, sand spice harvester, yeah, or sand crawler. It's just useless. Those two vehicles right now is just mainly for endgame players slash guilds, and technically we don't really need it for solo. That's all. So that's it. That's my small little. I mean, this video will serve as a small little milestone, official milestone for me that I am done. I am done grinding in the deep desert, right? Unless when they introduce, no, you know what? Actually, unless they go for extra large spice refinery, then that's a whole different story, right? But I don't think the next patch or the next content update chapter 2 requires a lot of grinding, probably some minuscule grinding, and I have some surplus of spice, which is nice. Yeah, I have 200 spice large, and then right now farming for plastinium ingot is much easier since I already have a Cutteray Mark 6 or a buggy Cutteray Mark 6, which I can casually just farm in this A row, and I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I don't really need tier 6 armor and whatnot. Initially, I wanted to get a full set of tier 6 steel suit, but from the looks of it, I'm just rocking with a simple tier 5 purple steel suit with the Saturnine steel suit garment. That's it. Yep, that's all. In fact, these are the two most important items, and the rest is just meh if you look at the screen right now. Alright, so that's that. That's all I have for you for today. Also, a small little PSA next week. It will be the chapter 2 drop, and at the same time, if you play, I think on the 10 to 15, you get a mural, right? Free mural drop. So that's that, and you know what? That's about it. Yeah. From here on out, I just only consume the content. No more grind is needed, per se. And to top it off, I haven't finished the story yet. So until then, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and help this channel grow. And more importantly, I am aiming for 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So I'm trying to push as much video as I can daily, as best as I can. Yeah, that's it. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next Dune Awakening video.